Hello everyone, this is Hemerson Paranagua and welcome back to my channel. You are watching Back to Basic. In today's episode, I want to share with you a little bit about my makeup background, where I came from, how did I start, and before telling you all that, I want to share that makeup is not my current job. I don't pay my bills with makeup. I have an office job. I'm working with IT. I'm a quality assurance support. So basically I provide quality for the service from the company that I work and our client. But makeup and all of the other options that I have in my life, like videos, YouTube, makeup is one of them, one of my passions. So today I would like to share a little bit with you how did I started and how everything began and how did I become a makeup artist. So if you want to know about this story, please keep watching. And if you enjoyed this in the end of this video, I would like to give a thumbs up on this video, share with your friends and people that are starting with makeup journeys. Maybe they get inspired and I don't know, just share with them. So let's get started. Okay, so my journey started, I think, in 2009. I was in my high school time, and then as a teenager, my body was developing, my mind was changing, and the acne showed up. So I remember that was a hard time to survive, like a high school for everyone. And then I started to have a lot of pimples, a lot of acne, but it was not like one acne. It's not like the situation that you can see here. It was like a severe acne situation. I'm laughing now, but it was very hard. And yeah, so I think I started to have makeup knowledge and makeup contact when I was going to the school, and then I was using those Avons. Do you know those Avons? If I know, I would put like a image here. Those Avon stickers, so it's foundation stick that you apply, and then they are usually not that soft. Usually they are heavy. After sometimes they will start to be cakey in your face. And then I remember going to school, going to my sister wardrobes, taking this foundation, applying the face, and then afterwards I was setting with like a powder, but it was not a powder for makeup. It was like, those products that you put on shoes to remove the smell. Yes, I was setting my face with that. And I would love to see this in my face. I'd like to see from the distance like how my face was looking like, how my face was, because after some time, if you don't have like a preparation, your face will be a mess. Your face will be terrible, like a heavy foundation. Boy skin never ever had any treatment of skincare, so probably everything was like with pores showing up, very cakey. So it wasn't probably good image to see. So I think makeup journey started over there in 2009, if I remember correctly. YouTube was starting in 2009 as well, at least in Brazil. So I started to see a lot of videos from a lot of YouTubers in the time. We didn't have that name called influencer. In the time we just had beauty bloggers or YouTubers. So my first YouTuber, favorite one, is Paola Gavazzi. She still has her channel. I will try to link this below. But she was super funny. She was explaining a lot of things like beauty, about hair, about makeup, and she's super funny. The videos were edited in a way that you're like, wow, girl, how can I be your friend? So I started to be very interested with makeup. And then afterwards, I started to see a lot of beauty YouTubers. So Karim Bakini, Camila Coelho, Camila Cabral, a lot of YouTubers that nowadays they are super exploded in the world. And I start to consume You know, when you get addicted in something and you start to consume all that content. And then in this time I was in the high school, I didn't have money that much to buy things. But after finishing the school, I started the college. And in the college I started to work, and I had an idea, as makeup was exploding everywhere. I had an idea to open a store, this called Paranagua Imported. So I was importing products from China, and then the products should be delivered directly to the client. However, in Brazil, it's not like United States and other countries. The delivery time was taking like 3 months, 2 months, a lot. Sometimes the package was lost and nobody knew what happened. So after some problems, like I started to buy things for me and then start to sell. I had one package, I think I have this video on YouTube in one of the, the channels. One of the packages came with a lot of lipsticks melted. So I think this was my car crash, so I felt so bad in that time. I remember that I was buying makeup, like with hard work. I asked my dad, like, hey dad, can you give me $300 to buy some products? I would like to sell, like live sell, not sending directly to the client. And then he asked, let's invest in this business, let's try. And then after investing and all the lipstick came in like a damage, I was like, oh, you know. So I closed the store. I never had any problems with any clients, thank God. But what happened is that all the makeup were there in my house. So I had the knowledge that I got from YouTube, from all these amazing creators. I had the product, so I started to do makeup. So first I started to apply on me. So I remember in this period as well that I was on the college doing like, you know, those tests, last tests. And then I was working in those projects until like 1 a.m., 3 a.m. So if you knock my door in that time, when I was very tired of programming and checking and doing studies, all these things, I was with one blue eye, one red eye, one green eye, one black eye. So I was doing makeup in the after midnight, because my parents, they didn't know that I was doing makeup. So a boy shouldn't use makeup. But I was started to do all myself. And then that was the same time that I got a phone, a different phone, and Instagram was unlocked to use an Android. So I think I have some pictures I will try to insert here. So Android was, I started to post on Instagram some pictures. They were like messy. I didn't know how to take pictures. It was very difficult to shoot, because I don't know, I didn't have the expertise, the knowledge, and the experience as well. But with the persistence, I was very, when I want something, you know, I really go forward to this. And I think makeup started to be very like something that I was in love with. It was a passion to do makeup, because for me, when I was like very overwhelmed with a lot of things from the college, the makeup time, sitting after midnight, was my moment to relax. And that gave me a lot of pleasure in that period. It was one of my comfort zone time, you know. So knowing that I was training, I had my neighbor Winnie. She is one of my best friends, and I said, hey Winnie, I'm doing makeup, do you want to see? And then I showed the picture to her, and then, wow, this is so nice, let's do it. So in that time I had a camera already. I was working with photography in some photo shoots, and then I started to do makeup, so they were combined. So yes, he is doing makeup, he's doing photography. Wow, this is awesome. With my friend Winnie, we started to test a lot. So all the makeup's possibility I was doing on her. I remember that here in the edges of the eyes we were doing a lot of makeup and smoking the eye. It was hurting already because we were doing a lot. Like you can imagine, you know, the words a lot in capital letter, a lot. So I'm so thankful to you, to my friend Winnie, because she gave me the opportunity to train. And after this, I started to seek for more and more information, like a professional information and information that could be reliable to use on client. And I started to do, after doing photography, I started to do makeup as well. So right in the beginning, as I didn't have a lot of money, in the college time, it's hard to get it, I started to buy the products. So the products, they were like this. I was buying foundations, like from Mary Kay. The Mary Kay was costing like 69 Rios, is the currency in Brazil, and it would be like $20 or something like that. So I was charging $50 or $60 to do a makeup, but the foundation was costing 69. So basically I was doing the makeup to buy product, and this is where I started. As I didn't have a lot of products, I wish I had, you know, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, but that girls, they were living out of Brazil. They had already money from YouTube, so they were able to buy a lot of products, like fancy products. And then I didn't. I was having Mary Kay, and this was enough in that time. So I had a lot of clients. I met a lot of people. I learned. I made a lot of mistakes, well, because it was the beginning. And with this all this experience, I started to become like I don't want to say, but could be one of the references in my city of makeup, because in that time we didn't have like a lot of people doing makeup, and exclusive a man doing makeup, it's wow, different. So let's try. And I can consider myself a good makeup artist in that time. Nowadays I'm so much better, I cannot deny. But in that time I was growing up. So the college was very difficult, but in the weekends I was working in a school to pay the college. So one of my projects in that school was a self-makeup. We called in Brazil auto makeup. So this self-makeup, I was able to have a lot of students to teach on how to do the self-makeup, auto makeup. I'm not sure how we can use this expression, but I think it's auto makeup. So I think I had more than 100 people. I said earlier that I could be like a reference to my city, because I remember posting on Facebook like, hey, I'm gonna do like a makeup class. Do you want to participate? And then like 100 people commenting, I want it. I think I was a little bit of a reference in the city. This was around 2014, 15. I graduated, and I went to a big city. So when I started there, I didn't have my amazing job. I started with a job, and then I didn't have a lot of money to pay the, you know, the bills, because like my salary was like $1,000, and then the bills were like $900, and I was how to pay that? So every single weekend I was returning to my city to work with photography and makeup. So makeup and photography, they helped me to build more knowledge, pay my bills, of course, pay my taxes, and develop. So the experience that you get during your journey usually helps you to grow, because you never know what you're going to expect. Sometimes the client wants something, you have another idea. So I started to learn how to dance this song called Life. So yeah, so I was returning every single weekend to my city like for 6 months. It was very tiring. I was working like from Sunday to Sunday, but in the end I learned a lot. It like paid me back all this situation. And I started to focus more in my job, and I started to forget makeup. But in the end, My job was paying the bills. The makeup was in the background. Sometimes I had some clients, but not that much. I was more doing makeup on my friends. And then I think I didn't stuck, I didn't develop, but in the end I will still keep on the content online. I was watching videos, I still watch videos every single day to learn new things. I'm passionate to learn new things. So in that time, 2016, so we jumped from 14 to 16 because I was living in this big city, I got an opportunity to move to Poland. And here, after a lot of time, I got here, and then here I had money, more money, and I was able to afford all those products that I wish I had in the beginning. Because I know that a product doesn't make the makeup artist. However, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. Like if you have a great foundation, if you have a great powder, a great eyeshadow from a great brand, it will help you a lot during the session. And nowadays in Brazil market of makeup, it's like, whoa girl, it's a lot. We have Bruna Tavares, one of the main business girl in Brazil. She's super and her products are amazing. And here I have all the access from a lot of brands. Like in my city, I never had like a Sephora because it was a small city. Even big city, I didn't have money to enter in a Sephora to buy something. Sephora to buy something. And now I can enter in Sephora and buy not everything that I want, but at least I can afford for some products, you know. And here I started to be more, focused to learn and to get my level polished. I live in Poland. I would like to have my polished level, my skills more polished. So I started to learn about makeup more and more, and products and the application, the way, and I started to develop my kind of the full way that I like a glam ways, like a soft makeup, things that I was very able to rely on with the products that I could find here. So nowadays, I'm still not working with makeup full time. It's like a part-time job and friends help. I really like to invite my friends over and do makeup because it's a time to learn, test new techniques. I never do the same makeup in all my friends. I can prove that. Usually I'm testing new products, new way of applying. And last year, 2019, I've been to Brazil and I did my first makeup class with one of the inspirations that I had, that is Ivo Vilela. He has an amazing technique. He works in salons, he works with TV, with photo shoots and campaigns, and then he has an amazing technique that I was very interested on. So I went to Brazil. I had the opportunity to do this class with him, this makeup training, and then I got a lot of knowledge. And I feel more and more confident to do any people's makeup, any people's request, because not after all this course, this training, but I think with all this experience that I started to get, I feel more confident, with this area. And nowadays I can consider myself as a great, I'm not gonna say amazing because I don't want to say, but I can consider myself a great makeup artist. And with all this amazing and sorry for this whole mess, because it's confusing. It's difficult to give you a storytelling for that. But with all that, I would like to share with you that if you are starting, makeup is just a question of time. You need to perceive on this desire, this wish, this dream. If you really want to become a makeup artist, you need to perceive on that. It's not easy. Sometimes you don't have money to start, and the only products that you have, you don't know how to charge, you don't know how to do it. but I tell you that the information that I want to share here on this channel is to provide at least a base, and with this base we're gonna take this information and develop to yourself. You're gonna learn more, you're gonna test more and test more and test more. So yes, I think this is a wrap up, right? There is nobody here. I'm talking to myself. So yes, I really want to make you inspired from this story. Could be sounding a little confusing, but it's what I am nowadays, and it was a great part of my life learning all of this. And if you ask me, Hemerson, would you return to all this time? I would say yes, because it was fun. It was a time of learning, making a lot of mistakes, and developing myself and knowing a lot of people. It was such a great time. So with that, I wish you that you can enjoy these trainings that I will provide for the next episode. As I said in the beginning, if you enjoy these trainings, please share with your friends. If you have someone that are learning makeup like in the beginning, please feel free to share, comment below, subscribe to this channel, and let me know what you want to hear for the next ones. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Bye bye. I don't know how to end up this. Okay, bye girls.